of the MCA holds perhaps. So they are doing master degree in computer science application. So you should know what is Indian knowledge system and what is the relation between Sanskrit and Indian knowledge systems and how the world works in Sanskrit. In India we have kept everything marginalized, kept aloof. But when you go outside India, when you go to other universities, foreign universities, you can come across great scholars with great intellectual efforts. They find, they invent, they unearth so many novel ideas of our new technology, new theories on science and like that, written in our sacred text of East, so to say, as Professor Max Muller named it, sacred text of the East, starting from Vedas, Puranas, like that. So before starting this lecture, I would like to pay my homage to the great founder. He has passed away, but his imagination is coming as a reality in front of us. Seeing this beautiful campus, so beautiful, eco-friendly, in such a place. This is the befitting, as you know, earlier in our Indian tradition, wherever you go in Puranas and literatures, when you may come across so many hermitages in remote areas. The best place of the Gurukulams of Valmiki, Vasishtha and such people, even modern era, our Shanti Niketan of Tagore, it was only thatched sheds, but very calm, serene atmosphere, where you can have Adana and Pradana. This is two things in knowledge happens. You give and take. This giving and taking of knowledge, what is happening, that is teaching and learning. This process is happening in such holy places. And when you see this serene atmosphere, the great scenario, what I experienced today morning here, is so beautiful. And you are lucky to study in such a center. And great imagination, I spoke in front of him, the great mastermind behind this institution. Here, without much introduction, I will be talking a little bit about, I will be presenting a paper rather, because actually I thought of, as I told you, a PPT, but I could not do that because I forgot the pen drive. So, anyway, I will be giving some new information to you. See, while I talk deliver a talk in the Nehru College, normally it is expected that I should start with Nehru, the great, what we call the patron of our great nation, after Mahatma Gandhi, perhaps, a second name. May I read my paper? You may attend and you can have some discussion and questions if you want, have any doubts you can ask at the end. In his monumental work, The Discovery of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said, if I was asked what is the greatest treasure which India possesses and what is her richest heritage, I would answer unhesitatingly, it is the Sanskrit language and literature and all that it contains. This is a significant heritage, and so long as this endures and also influences the life of our people, so long the basic of India will continue. The knowledge of Sanskrit. Mr. Mara asked me to, when we met at Kasaragod in a conference in Central University, at that time he invited me and requested me to present something, but this time is too small, and actually we should have a, what we call a conference like, a seminar like something, then exclusively on Indian knowledge systems, and it is a vast ocean, and within a half an hour you cannot give a complete or complete picture of the Indian knowledge systems. But I will give you some information and something as students of computer application. I can give you some parallels. You have to go in deep in seminar papers, but for start to the what we call the way of thinking in that area, in that study field, you can have some general ideas of that. So, the knowledge of Sanskrit and through it, a knowledge of our entire intellectual heritage is essential for an enlightened understanding of the modern technological, what we call, age. It may be noted that Sanskrit is today taught and learned in many foreign universities, including those of United States and Federal Republic of Germany, as a language, not as a language of literature. Sanskrit is nowadays being taught, which can impart ancient scientific wisdom of India. So they are all Indian knowledge systems come under that canopy. The contributions of Sanskrit to the various branches of mathematics are admirably of great significance. The decimal place system, that value system, together with the zero, was perfected in India centuries ago. It is a contribution of India. Without zero, how you can count? Without zero, how mathematics? Zero is a math. People used to say law of India sometimes. That is India's contribution zero. But zero is significant. It is Purna in its sense. If you go to other things, when you go to a zero, the zero is a symbolic representation of Purnata, completeness. Complete in all respects. That is the thing. So, the earliest available record of the use of zero is in Pingala's Chandas Sutra. You know Chandas, that is meter. In poetry, it's being written in a meter. So there is a science of meters that is called Chanda Shastra. Chanda means meter. So this first reference of zero in the world itself, we see it is in BC, in the some roughly in between 800 and 900 BC. Pingala is a lady. At that time, ladies, they were very scholars. Her contribution to the mathematics, if she has not contributed this zero, what will be the position of all sciences here? Mathematics is the base of all sciences. So, India has given the basic contribution for all types of sciences, all kinds of sciences, and this Pingala's the Chanda Sutra, there we come across the reference of zero for the first time. Modern scientists like Laplace and Einstein have placed India's contributions to mathematics sky high. വാനോളം പോയിട്ടുണ്ട് ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് പാശ്ചാത്യരായിട്ടുള്ള പണ്ഡിതന്മാർ ഇന്ത്യയുടെ കോൺട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ. പക്ഷേ ഇന്ത്യൻ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് എത്ര ഇത് അറിയാം, ഇതെവിടെയാണ് ഇത് ആദ്യം കോൺട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ ഉള്ളതെന്ന് അറിയാൻ ആർക്കും അറിഞ്ഞുകൂടാ. Laplace has said, you know, I quote, how grateful, it is his words, how grateful we should be to Indians who found